cool visuals we've run across on this exhibit floor are DANCAKES, pancake art. And our next guest is certainly showing some very cool opportunities here. He's allegedly now, and I begin to see it coming together, making a pancake out of my face, or maybe using my face to make a pancake, something like that. Dan Drake is the co-founder of DANCAKES, Art You Can Eat. Dan, welcome into Tomorrow. How are you?
I'm fantastic. Thanks for having me.
Sure. As we, those listening on the radio, have no fear, especially if you're driving. Don't take your eyes off the radio when I say, look at this. But come by intotomorrow.com. Check out the video of all the radio interviews here at CE Week from the Javits Center in New York this week. But also, you've got to see this, especially to see if it comes out. So far, so good. But I'm curious about how you're using multiple colors of, I'm assuming, pancake mix, yeah?
Yes, everything I have in these bottles here is, we start with just a plain base of pancake batter, and then we pour it into the individual bottles and add a couple of drops of gel color, which is just like professional food coloring.
Oh, okay. So the kind of stuff you'd see on a cake or something,
yeah,
very
yeah.
edible. Yeah.
It's food safe, it's vegetable based, and you can use, like they have just about any color in the rainbow, and so you can mix as many colors as you want. The palette I have here is mostly optimized for portraits and logos and that sort of a thing, but basically I just make myself, I think of it like I make myself a box of crayons, and then I draw it directly onto the griddle.
Because you have like about 12 different colors, and you've been using, we had to start early so we find out during the interview if the pancake does come out, and then am I tasty?
Right, that is the question.
That is the question. Obviously, Dan, you are an artist then to begin with, because this is art you can eat.
Yes.
And you're just drawing my face, having seen my face, and saying, I can do that. I can turn you into a pancake.
For sure.
And you do, of course, more than just people's faces, I'm guessing.
Yeah. Our policy at DANCAKES is that we will draw anything people want as long as it won't get us in trouble.
Oh, very good.
So,
a good qualifier.
Kind of sets the bar somewhere so we don't accidentally overshoot that.
Yeah.
But yeah, like when I first started doing this, it was never really going to be like a professional gig, and I kind of embodied the philosophy of, if I try it, I can learn how to do it, even if I don't do it well.
I see.
That's actually, I showed you a little earlier that we have that little, like our company motto is mistakes are delicious.
Oh, very good. So even if you were to mess up not only my face, but any other art you're trying to create, which as an artist you probably don't mess up often, but I would be trying to make something and say, well, that didn't work out, but pass me the syrup anyway.
It actually does, especially because pancake is such a strange medium where like you can't really see how it's going to look until it's flipped, and all these sorts of, there's all kinds of considerations that I mess up plenty, but a lot of times just because of the novelty of it. I mean, people enjoy it one way or another, and that's why we like to say mistakes are delicious. Like, one of the cool things about this medium is that like you don't have to hold yourself to this superhuman standard of being perfect, because the joy of it comes from the fact that you're making art out of food. Like, how cool is that?
And of course, a lot of people have done pancakes. Oh, I'm going to do your initials today, or I'm going to make you a heart, and that's easy. But I'm going to draw your face. And when we first saw it, I thought, okay, you've got to be projecting the image somehow onto the griddle, and you're doing a little tracing thing or paint by numbers. No, you're freehand drawing this.
Yes, and this, like I was saying, like this comes from I've messed a lot of pancakes up. But yeah, I mean,
and no pressure under hot TV lights. You're doing fine. But
well, and when you watch the process, you kind of see that it looks bizarre, because like you draw like it's not like the order of operations.
It looked like my face was coming into shape until now,
and then
you've added so many more colors.
When you color it in, you cover up the lines you've already drawn, because the final product is on the other side.
Oh, the flip side.
That's right. So there's like this built-in magic trick into the medium, and so like people will say, "Oh, it's amazing! You draw it backwards, you draw it in reverse," and like, really, I'm drawing it the way I would draw it with anything. The only difference is I can't see the lines I've already put down until I flip it over. So I have to learn to sort of trust myself and like, I'm pretty sure I managed this. I'm not positive, but I'm pretty sure.
And I'm noticing now bubbles, which would, of course, pop up when you're making good pancakes.
Absolutely.
And you know that
your face is cooking.
My face is, I wonder what that heat was. My face is cooking and the bubbles are popping up. So really the reveal is going to be momentarily, I'm guessing, when you flip me.
Once I finish, so I've just filled in your hair there. And I'm going to turn the temperature up
not
a little bit.
Not nearly enough gray, but thanks.
So I'm going to do.
Now he's adding some more gray.
I'm going to do an outline here.
Okay.
And that's sort of it makes the pancake pop a little bit more and holds it all together. But now, once
I'll tell you what, I'm smelling good.
Yes, indeed.
I'm smelling this pancake
We
mix.
we like to pitch ourselves as the only business where you can eat your own face and not end up in the hospital.
Oh, geez. That's a good thing, by all means. Wow.
So that's going to take probably a minute and a half to finish cooking, and then I'll flip it over.
Okay. And now tell me about the bottles, because this is part of what you will sell to consumers, right? Are the bottles something special? I mean, they're squeeze bottles with a top on it, a little.
Yeah.
How would you
really
describe them on the radio?
What makes the bottle special? And these are not the actual final bottle. These are like a prototype we've been working on for like down the road.
Prototype bottles. Okay.
Yeah. The bottles that are actually going to be in the kit are a little smaller than this, but they have a. They're basically designed to be comfortable. One of the things, there's a lot of squeeze bottles on the market that we've experimented with that, like, over time, it just kind of wears your wrist down, wears your muscles down.
Tunnel.
Yeah,
you shouldn't be getting making pancakes.
Right.
Yeah.
And the bottle tips are also, they're melt resistant, so that if there's any residual heat on your griddle, because you'll notice that I was drawing while it was still on.
Yeah.
Then it won't melt shut or anything like that. So,
gotcha.
The bottles themselves are designed for pancake art, and they have fine tips to make it so you can make fine details, just like you're drawing with a pen or something.
Sure.
And then there's also a larger bottle that comes with a kit it's a fill bottle to help you fill the smaller bottles faster without needing like a funnel or something like that.
And what you mentioned that you'll provide an art handbook.
Yes.
For those of us who are not anywhere near being an artist,
Absolutely.
but really the ability to say, take your time, here's what you do, and probably turn us into pancake artists.
That's
at some
the
point.
idea. So, and the art handbook is designed for, we basically wanted to make it as accessible as possible. So it's fully illustrated with like high resolution photographs of us walking through every step of a couple of different basic design guides.
Good.
We start with smiley faces. We don't even use color in the batter for that one. Like it's just like
a plain old pancake.
It's how I got
face.
started. I was a fry cook at a diner, and I started out making smiley face pancakes just out of the plain batter they had there. And yeah, it was just like very simple, no layering, no colors, really like the easiest way you can do pancake art. So we start there, and then we explain a little bit more about how to mix different recipes and do different colors. And hopefully by the end of the guide, you've done a couple of sample things, and you feel a lot more confident that you have an understanding of how pancake art works and how it's not as hard as it looks.
And then soon you can call yourself a pancake artist.
Soon you can call yourself a pancake artist.
I'm noticing, too, on the thermostat heat element deal, it actually says cook and draw.
Yes, sir. It's the draw and cook gauge.
The draw and cook gauge. Oh, I'm getting the impression you're about to flip me.
Indeed, I am. Are you
ready? Let me get my own phone ready for a picture. Not as if Julio's taking a bunch and Chris is shooting video. You got to see this at intotomorrow.com. If you're not already watching the video, come on up and let's take some pictures of the flip and the reveal.
Okay, I'm going to flip it to the camera, right?
DANCAKES, yeah,
all right.
by all means.
All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1.
Nice. Oh, my gosh. Okay, folks, you have to see this. If you're driving, don't look at the radio, but just come and check it out. Now, would you guys say that's me? A younger me. This Julio, a younger me. Guess what? He's off the riser now. He's falling off the riser, younger me. Dan, that's pretty awesome. And the fact that it didn't look anything like me toward the latter half because, like you said, you're covering up the lines. As soon as you flipped me, though, there's a Dave pancake. Now, pass the syrup because that's awesome.
Indeed.
Oh, my gosh. Too bad you can't, freeze, dry it, and we'll take it and hang it in the studio or something. But now the next step, obviously, is you plate it.
Indeed.
Like any good chef would do, and it's ready to be edible.
To be consumed.
Look at this. Check this out. And right next to my face, what do you think? Pretty good likeness. I've never seen me in pancake before, other than, TV pancake, which I gave up years ago. Nothing helps. But that is awesome, Dan. And DANCAKES, of course, you want more information and you want to become a pancake artist. It's very easy. DANCAKES.com. And, of course, we're going to link you there, too, when you hit us up at intotomorrow.com. It smells great. It was fun to watch you create it. And continued good luck. Let us know when they are out and available. Do you have any price yet that it might go for the consumers?
We don't have the price locked in. The ballpark we've been shooting for is between $70 to $100.
Okay. Much more affordable than I would have thought.
Yeah.
And that would be this and the bottle, the kit. Right?
Yeah, for sure.
Love it. Dan, thanks so much for joining us on Into Tomorrow. And you've got a cool thing, and we love talking about cool things. And check out my face as we head further into tomorrow from CE Week here at the Javits Center in New York City. I'm Dave Graveline here on the Advanced Media Network. Pass the fork.